But then the report goes on to deal with other issues which has serious implications, particularly to individuals. Then there is also one Professor Luqman Talib කියලා කෙනෙක් පිළිබඳව එයත් මේකට සම්බන්ධයි කියලා කියනවා. දැන් එතුමාගේ නීතිඥවරුන් මාර්ගයෙන් ප්‍රකාශයට නිකුත් කරලා තිබෙනවා decrying the allegations made against him and his son as baseless, scandalous and defamatory. The statement added that Professor Talib and his son have no relation with violence or terror groups or with any other plots that have taken place. Our client's fundamental rights and reputation and honor have been violated and his safety has been placed at risk. මේක මොලකරුවෝ මහමලුකරුවෝ සොයාගෙන යමින් Tamanට ඕමනා පරිදි මොකද මේ ලුක්මාන් තලිබ් කරලා තියෙන්නේ? He was acting against the blockade of Gaza. His son and grandchildren, his family was partaking in that MV Marmara invasion onto Gaza Strip. Therefore, the Israelis want to somehow frame him. That is why this has happened. They have also been bringing this into this issue and is now saying, of course, they might try to connect up various other details. And also, I must here refer to Honorable Presiding Member, තව කාරණාවක් විශේෂයෙන්ම this naming of Islamic scholars as extremists is a very baseless, unnecessary exercise by this commission. Mr. M.M. Zuhair, former Member of Parliament and the President's Council, says this. One time MP M.M. Zuhair, I quote from Daily Mirror of 5th April once again, he says, the Commission on Easter Sunday attacks has named a number of Islamic scholars of international repute as extremist preachers and extremists, but failed to define extremism or to provide in its report a single instance of extremism. He said, it had failed to quote from the writings of the scholars and themselves or from any of their original works. He relied on hearsay and third-party anti-Islamic sources, some of whom are proxies of the US and NATO countries, at war with Islam since 1990. Commission's edict on Islamic scholars, most of whom are no longer living, is not acceptable because they are judgmental without any reasonable evidence. These scholars have nothing to do with the 21/4 attacks. Similarly, there is an attempt to frame Hajjul Akbar. He's the Amir of the Jamaat-e-Islami movement here. Now they are trying to proscribe this entire movement. I see no reason to do that, but then they are trying to frame as if he was preaching extremism. Because there are several schools of thought in Islam. Now Maulana Abul Ala Maududi, who was the main architect of the Jamaat-e-Islami movement, is a scholar of repute and who had also interpreted Islam as a religion which is very tolerant and is a peace-loving religion, and there are several ideologies like this. Similarly, Maulana Abul Ada Maududi is one, then Yusuf Qaradawi is another. He is someone who is also one of the foremost thinkers of the current era. Now, all these people are being blamed and labeled as extremists because these are people who have, particularly Yusuf al-Qaradawi, he is a big problem for Israel because he had at one time justified suicide terrorism against Israel for the reason, what he said was that suicide bomber who is a Palestinian because of the atrocities in the occupied territories of the Palestine, if they resort to attack by suicide, that he justified it. But then you look at the Sri Lankan scenario, we have the Hasalaka Veeraya කියලා කෙනෙක් අපි හඳුනගත්තා. යුද්ධ කාලෙදී අපේ එලිෆන්ට් පාස් කඳවුර. ඒ එලිෆන්ට් පාස් කඳවුරට LTT ප්‍රහාරයක් එල්ල වෙද්දී මේ හසලක වීරයා තමන්ගේ ඇඟේ බෝම්බ බදාගෙන ගිහිල්ලා ඒ ඩෝසර් එකට ඉදිරියේ ගිහිල්ලා මරාගෙන මැරෙන ඒ ප්‍රහාරය එල්ල කරා. ඒකෙන් ඒක වැළක්වුවා. ඉතින් දැන් හසලක වීරයාව අපි වීරයන් ඒ වගේම තමන්ගේ රට බේරා ගැනීම සඳහා එකක් කළ හැකි කියලා කිව්වා මිසක් මේක වෙන දෙයක් එතුමා කිව්වේ පස්සේ ඒකත් එතුමා අපසට හරව ගත්තා. නමුත් එවැනි අය දැන් මේ වෙන බාහිර බලවේගවල උවමනාවට මේවා ඇත්ත වශයෙන්ම මේ අන්තවාදී විද්වතුන් කියලා මේ අය හඳුනාදීම පිළිබඳව මම කනගාටු වෙනවා. ඒ විතරක් නොව